Very good morning, students. In previous lectures, we have seen about various operators in PHP. In today's lecture, let us discuss about control structures in PHP. So basically, control structures are based on building blocks of any programming language, and these control structures specifies the order of of execution of the program. So we have some, various categories of algorithms like sequence algorithm, selection algorithm, and iteration algorithm are there. So in order to implement these various categories of algorithms, we have to learn these basic building blocks of the programming language. Those are control structures. Basically, there are two categories of control structures: conditional statements and looping statements, right? So let us discuss one by one what is conditional statements and what is a looping statement here. So first, conditional statements. Basically, there are some programming is nothing but set of instructions, right? So in this set of instructions, when the program is going to be executed, so all the instructions are executed in the order in which the instructions are written here. But in some cases, you have to put some instructions under condition here. So when those whatever instructions you put under condition here, so these instructions are executed based on the condition. If that particular condition is met, then only this set of instructions will be executed. Otherwise, other set of instructions will be executed, right? So conditional statements are used to, we can say, to perform some different actions based on some different conditions here. So we have the various types of conditional statements in this. First, you can see here we have the if statement and if else statement and if else if statements. We can call it as a else if ladder here. So what is meant by if statement, what is if else, and what is else if ladder? Just I will give a brief about it. In detail we will go for in the next slide. So if statement excludes some code here if one condition is true here. That means, so it is a one-way condition here. Okay. So that means if particular condition is met, so then whatever instructions you will write under that condition, those instructions will be executed. Otherwise, nothing will be executed. Right. Next, another one is if-else statement. You can see here. In the if-else statement, there are two alternatives. From the two alternative set of instructions to be executed, only one will be selected for execution, right? So you can say here execute some code if condition is true and other code if that condition is false. So that means here we have the two alternatives are there. From these two alternatives, one will be selected. One set of instructions are selected for execution. That depends upon the condition. If condition is true, one set of instructions. If condition is false, then another set of instructions will be executed. Right? So next one is if else if laterally. So here first one is only select only one set of instructions, and another one is from one will be from two alternatives. So here if else if selects the one from multiple alternative set of instructions here. So here executes different codes for more than two conditions here. So here it is having more than two conditions here, right? So that means multiple choices will be there. There are multiple set of choices will be there. From those, only one set of instructions are chosen for execution here, right? So these are the three. In brief, let us discuss about these different. So next, another one is switch statement. So this switch statement is an alternative to the else if statement here, because both are having both the functionalities of these both statements are same here, but the thing is that they are different in the form of syntaxes, right? Okay. So here what it does here selects one of many blocks of code to be executed. That means if there are many blocks of code here, from the many blocks of code, only which will choose only one block of code which is to be executed based on the condition, right? So first let us see about simple if statement. So in this simple if statement, you can see here syntax if condition, so which will verify the condition. If the condition is true, then only this code to be executed. Okay. So that means whatever code which is to be executed, you have to place between these curly braces here, right? So the whatever code you place between these curly braces are executed if that particular condition is true here. So if the condition is false, then simply skip this code here, okay, and go for the next statement after this curly braces here, right? So you can see one example also for this one here. So here in this condition will have always some relational algebra statement here, right? So which always gives a Boolean value. The Boolean value either true or false. Okay. So final value of condition is so either true or false based on the result of the Boolean expression. So you can see in this example here, $t is equal to date of h. So t is one variable, date is one predefined function. You can see here, date. It is a predefined function within the PHP. So which returns the current date of date. So in the form of hours here. Okay, date of h. Here you can see this is a within if here. We have the Boolean expression. That is an expression statement. T is compared with 20 here. So T what here? The current time here. That is the current date. Sorry, current date here. What is the today date? Right? If T is less than 20 here, have a good day here. Suppose if this condition is true, then only this echo statement will be executed. Echo have a good day will be executed. If this condition is false, nothing will be executed here. So that depends upon the output of this code, depends upon the value of t. So if t value is less than 20, then echo have a good day here. If t value is greater than 20, because condition is false, nothing will be executed here. So this is the example. And another statement is if-else statement here. So this if-else statement chooses the block of code to be executed from two multiple choices here. Okay, two alternatives here. That means if there are two alternative set of codes here, from these two alternative set of codes, only one will be chosen for execution. That depends upon the condition here. So you can see in the syntax here, first one is if condition. See, if this condition is true, this block of code will be executed here. Okay. So if this condition is false, then this block of code will be executed. This is else block will be executed. So it is having if block as well as else block. So that means whatever code you will write under if, we call it as if block, and whatever code you will write under else is called else block. So if condition, if the condition its value is true here, then if block will be executed. If this condition is false, then corresponding else block will be executed here, right? So this is from two sets. So but from these two alternative blocks of code, only one will be chosen for execution. That depends upon what here condition is, right? So you can see the same example here, in which in previous simple if condition, that is a p value is less than 20, then echo have a good day will be executed. Otherwise, nothing will be executed. See, in which we have the two blocks of two set of codes here, two alternative codes here. So this is here, echo here. So have a good day. If t value is less than 20, have a good day here. Otherwise, echo have a good night here. So that means depends upon the t value. See, you can see here, if t value is less than 20, that means what here condition is true. When the condition is true, simply echo have a good day will be executed. Just simply comes out of the else block. Suppose if this condition is false, then skipping the first alternative and only else block will be executed and comes here. So from these two alternative blocks, only one block of code will be chosen for execution. So this is about simple if. So likewise, you can write many examples. You can implement here program to print whether even number is even or odd. Simply take one number and you have to verify whether the given number is even or odd by writing the condition. So if n is n modulo 2 is equal to 0, print it is even here. Otherwise, it is odd here, right? So likewise. likewise, many examples you can implement here. For example, if you take whether a person is eligible for voting or not, take age. Age is the age value, and verify if age is less than, if age is greater than or equal to 18. Then echo, simply you can write person is eligible for voting. Also, otherwise, he is not eligible for voting. So you can implement many examples by using this if else statement. So another conditional statements in PHP is if else if statement, right? So simply it is just like a else if ladder statements. If you are familiar with previous programming languages, you will come to know that what is else if ladder here. That means from multiple alternative set of codes, only one will be chosen here. So in simply if only one choice will be there, from that the code will be chosen for execution. And from the if else, from two alternative sets of code there, from this one will be chosen for execution. Here multiple alternative sets of code there, from this multiple alternative set of code, only one will be execution. One will be chosen for execution here. So similarly in this you can see here the syntax here, condition, verify the condition. If condition is true, simply code first block of code is executed here. Suppose if this condition is false, then go for the else, and again second condition which will verify here. If this second condition is true, then this code will be executed here. So otherwise, if both conditions are false, simply else block will be executed here, right? So finally false. Okay. So that means likewise we can extend this code up to any number of conditions here. So you write if, okay, condition, else if condition, else if condition, else if condition. You can extend up to any number of alternative choices here, right? Suppose here how many alternative choices are there? Here just in this example, in this syntax, I am showing only 3 alternative choices of code to be executed here. But you can extend up to many alternative choices here, right? So you can see in this example here, again, t is equal to date of h here. So date, it is a predefined function which returns current date, that is a today date. Okay, and that will be stored in the variable t here, and checks the first condition. If t is less than 10, right? So simply if this condition is true, that is t value is less than 10, echo have a good morning, right? Else verify if t is less than 20. So that means what here, less than 20. First, when this first condition is false, then only which will verify the second condition. If t is less than 20 here, have a good day here. Okay. Else, if both conditions are false, then go for the echo good night here, right? So likewise, here how many alternative choice of code are there for execution here? First one, have a good morning. Second choice, have a good day. And third choice, have a good night. So from the 3 alternative choices, only one will be chosen for execution here, right? So likewise, you can implement, for example, other examples. If you want to print day in a week here, simply take any variable and store the value of day here, and you give all alternatives for the 7 days here. For example, if like a day is equal to 1, some echo Monday, day equal to 2, echo Tuesday. Else if day equal to 3, like this you can extend. Okay, so likewise you can also implement to print month in a year also you can implement here. Already if you are familiar with any other programming language like C, C++, all these examples are already been implemented here. The same example you can implement in PHP. So this another example control conditional statement here is switch statement. Basically, switch is alternative for the else if ladder here. So here you can see it selects one of many blocks of code to be executed here. So from the multiple blocks of code, so you can see here selects one of many blocks of code to be executed here. So this is also similar to else if ladder here. There are many number of alternative choices. From these many alternative choices here, so you can choose only one block of code for execution, right? So simply you can see the syntax is switch n, right? So this is the beginning of the switch block here, and here label case is basically it is a keyword. Label is any value here. So and similarly, and this is the case one block here, and this is the code to be executed if here which is comparing if n is equal to label here. So first what it is doing here, the n value. So within the switch here, n value compared with the value of case here, right? If n is equal to label 1, so that means if n is matched with the label 1 here, this case 1 will be executed. The code within the case 1 will be executed and finally break here. So what is the use of this break here? Suppose if break is another keyword which is used in the PHP here. The purpose of the break is after executing this code of case 1, so control has to be transferred out of the switch here. So otherwise, if I will not use the break here, okay. So when n is matched with the label 1, after executing this code, remaining all cases will be executed here if I will not use the break. So suppose for example, if n is not matched with label 1, n is matched with the label 2. That is, if n is equal to label 2 here, so then the case 1 will not be, code within the case 1 will not be executed. Directly, code within the case 2 will be executed. After executing the code within the case 2, then break here. So that means again comes out of the if block, switch block here. Suppose if you will not use the break here, after case 2, after executing the case 2 block, remaining all will continue. That is the purpose of the break here, right? So here you can choose the code to be executed from multiple alternative choices. For example, if n value doesn't match with label 1, label 2 and label 3, then finally the default case will be executed here. So this is a default specified here. So that means if n value doesn't match with any, that is n is not equal to label 1, label 2, label 3, finally the code within the default case will be executed here and comes out of the switch statement. So you can see here, in this example, I have taken one variable, that is, what is that variable here? Dollar favorite color equal to red here. So its value is assigned as a red here, and you can see switch, and I am using the variable as a parameter to the switch dollar favorite color here, and which is compared with the case labels here. So case label 1 is red, label 2 is blue, label 3 is green, and finally default here. So if because here the favorite color value is initialized with red here. So what is the value of favorite color? Red here. So then case red will be executed. Your favorite color is red here, and finally break. Okay, after executing, after printing, your favorite color is red here, break. Control immediately comes out of the switch statement. Okay, suppose if favorite color value is green, okay, so then compare with favorite color case red, it is not equal, and compare with label to blue is not equal, so then case green on the block code within the case green will be executed and comes out of the block. Suppose if favorite color is white, is there any white case? Is there any cases with white label here? There is no case. There is no cases here. So simply default code will be executed here. Your favorite color is neither red, blue, nor green here. So there are 4 alternative choices of code which is to be executed. That depends upon the condition. Okay, so this is about switch statement. So whatever code you implement by using else if ladder, whatever problem you can implement by using else if ladder, all problems can be implemented by using switch statement. Okay. So next, another conditional statements are looping statements, and these looping statements we will discuss in the next class. Right? Thank you.